Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak English Fast.
Hello, friends. We are absolutely thrilled to have you here with us today. Whether you're commuting to work, cleaning your room, or just relaxing at home, we are so glad you chose to spend your time improving your English with us.
My name is Sarah.
And my name is David.
Thank you for joining us for another episode. We love reading your messages, and we are so inspired by how hard you all work to learn.
We really are. Before we dive into today's exciting topic, please take a moment to pour your favorite cup of hot tea or fresh coffee, get comfortable, and just enjoy this natural conversation with us.
Remember, here on Speak English Fast, our goal is to help you speak confidently. We use simple, everyday conversations, clear vocabulary lessons, useful grammar tips, and motivational stories to make your language journey smooth and enjoyable.
Exactly. And if you love growing with us and want to support our channel, please take 2 seconds to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Today's topic is incredibly powerful. It's something that can completely change the direction of your life, your career, and your language learning.
Yes, today we are diving deep into self-control and patience.
These aren't just empty words, everyone. These two qualities are like superpowers. If you learn how to master them, they can help you achieve massive success in school, at work, in building a business, and in your relationships.
So make sure you stay with us until the very end. This conversation isn't just about learning vocabulary, it's about shifting your mindset and becoming a stronger, more disciplined person.
Let's start at the beginning, David. How would you define self-control in simple terms?
Self-control is your inner steering wheel. It's the mental strength to control your actions, your sudden feelings, and your immediate desires, rather than letting them control you. It's the ability to say no to temporary pleasure so you can say yes to long-term success.
That is a great image, an inner steering wheel. Can you give our listeners a real-life example of this?
Of course. Let's look at a situation we all face every single day. Imagine you sit down at your desk, determined to study English for an hour. But the moment you open your notebook, your phone lights up. Bzz, a notification pops up. It's a funny video or a text from a friend.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. It is so tempting to just pick up the phone.
Exactly. It takes zero effort to pick up the phone. But self-control is that exact moment where you pause, acknowledge the temptation, and consciously choose to leave the phone face down so you can keep studying.
Wow. When you explain it like that, it sounds simple, but practicing it in the moment is incredibly difficult.
It really is, Sarah, and that is why self-control is so rare and so valuable. Good decisions are almost always difficult and uncomfortable in the beginning, but they're incredibly rewarding in the end.
So why is self-control so vital for our personal growth? Why can't we just do what we feel like doing?
Because without self-control, we're just drifting. Think about it. If you only study when you feel like it, or if you eat whatever you want whenever you want it, you become a prisoner to your immediate impulses. Self-control is the foundation of freedom. It protects you from making choices that your future self will regret.
That makes total sense. Now let's bring in the second superpower, patience. How do self-control and patience connect?
Patience is the calm companion of self-control. While self-control helps you make the right choice right now, patience is the ability to stay calm, positive, and steady while you wait for the long-term results of those choices.
That is so true. In modern society, everyone is in a massive rush. We live in a world of instant gratification, fast food, instant messaging, next-day delivery. People want success overnight.
Yes, everyone wants a high salary quickly, fluent English in a week, and a perfect fitness level in a month.
But real life simply doesn't work that way, does it?
Not at all. The universe doesn't have a fast-forward button. The absolute best, most beautiful, and most sustainable things in life take time to grow. Think of a massive oak tree. It started as a tiny seed, and it took years of rain and sunshine to grow strong.
Why do you think so many of us struggle with self-control? Why is it so hard to resist the easy path?
It actually comes down to how human beings are wired. Our brains naturally love comfort, safety, and instant pleasure. We're programmed to look for the easiest route to happiness.
Can you explain what that looks like in our daily routines?
Sure. Sitting on a cozy couch watching entertainment videos feels instantly good to the brain. Sitting at a desk, looking up difficult English grammar rules and focusing your mind takes energy. Sleeping in late is physically easier than waking up early to exercise.
So our brain naturally chooses the path of least resistance.
Exactly. Very often, our brain tries to trick us into taking the easy way out.
Then how do we fight back? How do we actually build and strengthen our self-control muscle?
The secret is to start small. Don't try to change your entire life in one single day.
Small actions. Tell us more about that.
Yes, if you haven't studied in months, don't force yourself to study for 3 hours straight tonight. Your brain will rebel and you'll give up. Instead, use your self-control to study for just 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes of pure, uninterrupted focus.
Ah, I see. 15 minutes feels totally manageable. It doesn't scare the brain.
Precisely. And once you prove to yourself that you can control your actions for 15 minutes, you build confidence. Tomorrow, it becomes 20 minutes. Small daily habits stack up and become unbreakable, powerful routines over time.
That is such an exciting way to look at habits. Now let's flip back to patience. Why is patience specifically crucial for our listeners who are learning English?
Because language acquisition is a journey, not a race. Nobody, absolutely nobody, wakes up fluent in a foreign language after a week of practice.
That's a harsh truth, but it's so important to hear.
It's reality. True fluency is built in tiny, almost invisible layers. You learn one new vocabulary word today, you practice one grammar structure tomorrow, you listen to a podcast the next day, and slowly, month by month, your brain maps out the language.
I notice that so many students quit far too early because they don't see immediate results. They study hard for 2 weeks, feel like they sound the same, and just give up.
It breaks my heart when I see that, Sarah. They quit right before the breakthrough happens. They expect a straight line of rapid progress, but learning a language has plateaus. Patience is the fuel that keeps you moving forward when things feel slow. And honestly, the willingness to keep going when things feel slow is the ultimate secret to success.
Do you believe that highly successful people possess more self-control than the average person?
Absolutely. If you look at top athletes, successful business leaders, or fluent polyglots, they all share an incredible capacity for self-control.
Why do you think that is? What separates them?
It's because they focus on their ultimate goal rather than their current mood. They don't let their emotions dictate their actions.
So they still take action even when they don't feel motivated?
Especially when they don't feel motivated. That is the definition of discipline. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes like the weather. Some days you wake up energized, some days you wake up tired. If you only work on your goals when you feel motivated, you'll never achieve anything great. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you growing.
Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. I absolutely love that sentence. I'm going to write that down in my notebook.
Thank you. It's a reminder I have to give myself all the time, too.
Be honest with us, David. Have you ever completely lost your patience or your self-control?
Oh, definitely. Many, many times.
Really? You seem so disciplined.
Trust me, I am completely human. I have days where I want instant results, and when things don't go perfectly, I get frustrated, stressed, and want to throw my hands up in the air.
And when that happens, what do? What did those moments teach you?
I learned the hard way that rushing and forcing things almost always creates more problems. When you rush a conversation, you make mistakes. When you rush a project, the quality drops. I had to learn to take a deep breath and remind myself, slow progress is still progress. As long as you're moving forward, you're winning.
That is a beautiful, valuable lesson. Let's share some actionable, practical tips with our audience so they can start practicing this today.
Let's do it.
Tip number 1.
Think before you act. When you feel a sudden impulse, like wanting to quit studying or wanting to grab a sugary snack, pause for just 10 seconds. Ask yourself, will this choice help me reach my long-term goal?
Excellent. Tip number 2.
Set clear, specific goals. If you don't know where you're walking, it's very easy to wander off the path. Know exactly what you want to achieve.
Tip number 3.
Aggressively avoid distractions. Don't rely purely on willpower. If your phone is a distraction, put it in another room. Create an environment that makes it easy to succeed and hard to fail.
I love that. Make good habits easy and bad habits hard. What about tip number 4?
Be kind and patient with yourself.
Oh, that is so important. So many language learners are incredibly hard on themselves. They criticize themselves for every tiny mistake.
Exactly. Negative self-talk destroys your motivation. Real, meaningful growth takes time. Treat yourself with the same kindness and patience you would show a friend who's learning something new.
Beautifully said. And finally, tip number 5.
Never give up after a single mistake. If you lose your self-control today and spend 3 hours scrolling on social media, don't say, well, I ruined my routine, I might as well give up completely. No, forgive yourself, dust yourself off, and start fresh in the next hour. One bad day doesn't ruin a good life. That is incredibly encouraging advice, David. Let's apply this directly to someone watching this video right now who wants to speak English fluently and confidently. The roadmap is remarkable.